Riders, welcome back to Sam's Bikes, where you know we only talk e-bikes. And today we are looking at the brand new models for 2024 on the Giant Trance X Advanced E+ Elite. We're also going to look at which is the best model for you. We're also going to take a base model and build it out with a bit of Sam's Bike style. And before we crack on with the video, a massive shout out to Crank Brothers, the new sponsor at Sam's Bikes for 2024. I'm stoked. I've been using the Stamp shoes and pedals for the last couple of months. I've gone the Boas. These are awesome because there's no laces for winter, so no skanky laces. And I've gone the Stamp 7 Large, which I've found this combo awesome. And riders, the legends at Crank Brothers are given the chance of you legend riders to win a shoe and pedal combo. How do you enter? It's super easy. All you have to do is go down in the comments, comment on this video, and tell me why you want this combo, why you need it. Maybe tell me how skanky your old pedals and shoes are. Be creative. I will be drawing the winner in the next month, so make sure you subscribe to Sam's Bikes, turn on those notifications because you don't want to miss out knowing if you've won these pedals and shoes. So now onto the new models for 2024 on the Giant Trance Elite. And for me, this has to be one of, if not the most interesting SL e-bikes released this year. And why is that? Well, it's a full-powered electric mountain bike coming in at 18.8 kilos, which is super impressive. So you can actually ride that as an SL or a full-powered because the range extender is coming in 200 watt hours and it's 1 kilo. So you can go out with the internal battery, 400 watt hours, and do like an SL or a short power hour, or you can grab one range extender, put it in your backpack, you got 600 watt hours, or you can get two, put one on the bike, one in your backpack, and you've got 800 watt hours of power. That is awesome, and let's check out the models. The Elite 3, 5,999 euros. I'm absolutely loving the look of the new orange color. It could be my favorite color in the lineup. And the new base model is perfect for someone looking for an SL that, as I said, wants to ride it as an SL or a full power. And just that entry-level price at sub 6,000, yes, it does have basic brakes and suspension, but it is going to get the job done. And then we have the Elite 2, 6,999 euros. And again, I'm loving the paint scheme. It's like a midnight electric blue. It looks awesome. Giant are doing a great job this year with the color schemes. And I see this mid-tier model perfect for someone that wants to get into the SL with mid-tier brakes and mid-tier suspension at 7 grand. It is a great option. And then we have the Elite 1, 8,999 euros. Now I believe this is the 2023 model. Again, I'm loving the color scheme. And riders, I see this perfect for someone that wants to get the Fox Live valve, the automatic suspension, which opens and closes your compression while you're riding. So you don't have to do anything. You just have to think about riding your bike and the automatic suspension will do everything. Now at sub 10 or 8,999 euros, you're not gonna get a bike with automatic suspension sub 10,000. So I think this is a great deal. And then we have the Elite Zero, 12,999 euros. This is the all singing, all dancing, top of the pops. And this has automatic suspension, carbon everything, zip carbon wheels. This bike is just dripping. And it's perfect for someone that really is looking for a high-end superlight electric mountain bike that can ride with full-powered electric mountain bikes as well. So they're all the models. But what happens if you like a color scheme of one of the bikes, but all the componentries of another one? Or you don't like the idea of Fox Live valve, or you don't like the idea of the carbon one-piece bar, or you can't get the model in your country. Well, I'm glad you asked, riders, because you can actually take a base model and build it up with a bit of Sam's Bike style, and that's what we're going to do right now. So for me, I can't go past the orange. I love that color. So let's build out the virtual dream build on the Elite 3, which is 5,999 euros. And we're also going to grab all the parts, real prices, from Bike Discounts. I don't have any affiliation whatsoever with Bike Discounts, but I do buy most of my parts from them because they always have stock, super quick on delivery, and really good prices. And also for the Americans out there, I have done a currency conversion on these prices And that will be more or less what it's going to cost in America. And also, riders, remember there is nothing wrong with the Elite 3. It's got base tier suspension, base tier brakes. It's going to do the job. But you know, I love to dream and build out these virtual bikes. And I've also asked the legend at Standout Bikes to do some drawings for us step by step so we can imagine and really see what this bike's going to look like. And also, riders, check out the Instagram page at Standout Bikes. He does awesome drawings of your bikes. I've got heaps done in the past. They cost about 30 euros and definitely worth checking out. So first up, the Elite 3 is 5,999 euros. We are going to virtually sell off the parts that we're not going to use. And that's going to give us a surplus of around 800 to 1,000 euros. But also, riders, a recommendation if you are going to do something like this, don't sell those parts. Get your bike wrapped, really look after it, buy those new parts, keep the old parts, rebuild the bike every year or two, sell it off and upgrade your bike. My mate Iñaki Gavin in Spain does this all the time. And he ends up like the initial cost is quite expensive to buy those parts, but then every year he gets to upgrade his bike and it doesn't cost him that much. So the first upgrade has to be a set of rubber from Schwalbe, the new tacky Chans. And they're gonna set you back about 110 euros. Now for me on a superlight, I'm gonna be going ultra soft on the front in a super trail casing. And on the back, I'll probably go a soft, and I would go like a super gravity casing. It's not as heavy as the super downhill. That would be my setup for an SL. But if it's a full powered, I'd be going downhill casing on the front and downhill on the back. But I don't think you need it on an SL because you're not carrying that much weight. And for wheels, we're going one up convert carbon wheels with an i9 hub coming in 971 euros plus postage, I believe. And you know, it's a question that I get a lot on the channel, carbon versus aluminium wheels. Now, I'm gonna say on the SL, we definitely are trying to keep that weight down. And I'm not gonna say aluminium wheels are better. Like aluminium have their place, carbon have their place. For me, I find carbon wheels a little bit less comfortable to ride. So aluminium wheels are a bit more like compliant. They give a little bit more on the trail. But on an SL, they just make the bike like really like turn in fast, snappy. You don't get buckles as easy. And I've never broken a carbon rim. So on this bike, we're going those wheels. Of course, then we go into suspension. We're gonna go some Fox 36 Kashimas 150, and they're coming in at 699 euros. And then we're gonna go for the Fox Float X, which is coming in at 599 euros. Now riders, I was thinking of going RockShox, but actually right now, Fox are cheaper than RockShox. And I absolutely love the Fox 36s and the X2. They are definitely the top of the line suspension. And of course, we're gonna need some hardcore stopping power. So I've gone the Shimano Saint brakes at 299 euros. Now, over the last 6 weeks, I've been riding the Rottwild, and now I'm on the Canyon Spectral On, and both of those bikes had Shimano XTR brakes, like the top of the pops, and they're about 450. I absolutely love those brakes, but the Saints are the next ones down, but they're the more DH orientated brakes. And at 299, I had to get them. I have been really like loving the Maguras over the last couple of years, but for me, the last 6 weeks on the Shimanos, I'm loving how they feel on-off power. They've got loads of power, and also just loving how easy they are to bleed and maintain. And then we're going to go some 155 forks cranks that are going to set you back 300 euros with the 20% discount code that is in the show notes. And riders, I have been riding these cranks on pretty much all my e-bikes over the last like 6 months. They're awesome. And I haven't tested the Elite yet, but if it's any indication on the rain sits so low, and the Elite comes with 165 cranks, I believe. Now, on the rain that came with 165 cranks, I found the bike sits really low and I got loads of pedal strikes. Definitely, if the Elite is as low as the rain, this is going to be a great upgrade. And then of course you're going to need a good set of pedals to go with those cranks. So we're going to do the Crank Brothers Stamp 7s in a large, and they're going to set you back 179 euros. And riders, also I forgot to mention, Crank Brothers are offering you Legend riders a 15% discount off all their products on their website. Link in the show notes. And then we're going to go the new SRAM GX Eagle derailleur, and that comes in a kit. So that's going to be 899 euros. Now, I've been testing the top of the line one on my Levo SL for the last couple of months. It's awesome. It is actually quite big. I think I've been hitting more rocks, but that thing is tough as nails. Then we're also going to go the wireless dropper from RockShox in a 170, and that's going to cost you 579 euros. I've been using the wireless dropper on most of my e-bikes for the last couple of years. I absolutely love it. You definitely don't need it, but this is a dream build. What I love about it is when you're doing like a technical climb, you can first of all, the lever doesn't have a massive throw, so you just push it a little bit and it goes up and down, obviously. But you also can do really micro adjustments, which really helps you when you're doing steep climbs. Just get the weight on the bike perfect. And we're obviously going to need a seat for that. So I'm going the Ergon e-mountain bike sports men's saddle, coming in at 74 euros. And right now I have this seat on my Canyon Strive on my dream build that is not a virtual bike. It's actually here. The testing starts very soon. I love that seat. It's got like a little lip at the back of it, so when you are doing steep climbs, you don't fall off the seat. Great idea, great seat. And lucky last, the cockpit. We're gonna go a tidal bar and stem and my beloved death grips. Now, I've been loving the look of this new company Tidal, which I believe is owned or partly owned by Brett Reeder. And they just look killer, like minimalistic bars. And yeah, I'm gonna go aluminum bars. I really don't like carbon bars or cranks, because if they do fail, you're gonna fail. And the bars are gonna set you back 87 euros and the stem 107 and the grips around 20 euros. And now the grand total of this killer build is 10,124 euros. Definitely a high-end build, but how do we think it would compare to the top of the line, the 12,999 euro Zero, like the top of the pops, the best model? Well, for me, I think my build is definitely going to be heavier, but I think the suspension is going to be more compliant for how I want to ride bikes. I also think that if there's any problems with those components I buy from Bike Discount, I'm going to have to send them back to the shop. So it's going to be my problem to warranty stuff. And if you buy the top of the line, if you have a problem, you just take it to your local bike shop and they deal with that. So there's definitely pros and cons of building out those dream builds. Let me know, riders, which would you prefer? Build your own or buy, straight off the shelf? I've always loved building my own bikes out. It's something, I think I like it almost more than riding. I love just dreaming about it, building it up, getting it fully custom, because it's the only one out there. It's your bike. That's what I love about it. So there you go, riders. That's the video for this week. I hope you enjoyed it. And riders, don't forget to enter the Crank Brothers competition to win shoes and pedals. Amazing prize. And remember, how you enter is just tell me why you think you deserve or need a fresh set of pedals and shoes. And I'll be drawing that in exactly a month. Be creative. And riders, if I don't see you, I don't do a video before Christmas, everyone have a great Christmas out there. I'm blown away by all the support I've had this year from all you legend riders. We hit 40,000 subs. That's amazing. So I thank you so much. Have a great Christmas, and we are going to see you soon.